second here. Let me get.
Go for it.
Okay, the February 1st Virtual Community Development Committee call to order, please. Roll call.
Chairman Moiseo,
Here.
Alderman Seeger,
Present.
Alderman Kirkwood,
Here.
Alderman Turner,
Present.
Alderman Florian.
Present.
Okay. Item C, motion to approve the minutes of the Virtual Community Development Committee meeting of January the 4th, 2021. Motion by Alderman Kirkwood, second by Alderman Seeger. Any questions on the minutes? Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner,
Here.
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Kirkwood,
Aye.
Alderman Seeger,
Aye.
Chairman Moiseo.
All right, thank you. Audience time. Clerk, do we have any audience time for something on this agenda?
Thank you, Alderman Moiseo. No, we do not have any comments for you tonight.
Thank you so much. Item 3, old business. We have the new business. Item A and B has been asked to be held over by the petitioner. So we will move to item C. Motion to approve a resolution authorizing the sale of property located at 2101 through 07 Georgetown Lane by the city of Waukegan and with the Affordable Housing Corporation of Lake County under the terms and conditions of CDBG funding. Motion by Alderman Kirkwood, second by Alderman Seeger. Any questions on this motion? Alderman Florian.
Thank you, Chairman Moiseo. Noel, didn't you and I talk about these properties when we sat down to talk about the city-owned properties?
We did a little bit. I know less than Douglas and Larissa know, and they are both with us tonight. So they can probably answer more specific questions than I can.
Okay, well, I'm trying to remember what we talked about. Does the city own these currently?
Yes, we do. Douglas, do you want to give us an
Sure.
overview?
So this has been an ongoing partnership with the County of Lakes Community Development Program, utilizing CDBG funding. We're, wrapping this program up. It's been about 5 years that we've been working on these properties, maybe a little longer than that. The city originally purchased 2 of them. It's a fourplex of units. City originally purchased 2 of them. And then the remaining 2 were abandoned over the years, eventually going and having some title issues. So we've cleared title to those, but we've done it with an investment of about $80,000 in federal funding. If the city were to not fulfill its obligations under the agreement with Lake County, we would be on the hook for repaying that CDBG money. So, we pretty much already signed off on this. The council's been involved in all of the procurement decisions to enter into those agreements and to get ownership of the property. This is just the final disposition of it.
Okay, but if I remember correctly, when I spoke with Noel, there's parking issues. So are they going to tear these down and start over? Are they going to rehab them? What's the plan?
The agreement, and Larissa may be able to speak better to what the plan is with those specific properties. There have been some issues with respect to the access of the parking, but it is private. So the city really doesn't have any control over it. Those units all come with an individual parking spot and parking pad. Those are privately owned. So it would be on the new owner, Affordable Housing of Lake County, to do any rehab and to bring those spaces up to code.
Alderman Rivera.
Thank you, Chairman Moiseo. Douglas, when did we purchase these buildings?
The 2105 and 07 units, I believe, were purchased in 2017, and the remaining 2 were acquired via litigation and judicial deed, which issued last January. I want to say the council approved that litigation in maybe August of 2018, thereabouts.
Okay, thank you.
Real quick, I may have Alderman Newsom weigh in. This is your ward, correct, Alderman Newsom?
Yes, it is, Alderman Moiseo.
It's been a headache, to say the least. If I can remember, my memory serves me right. In my opinion, we need to be pushing as many of things like this as we have towards the Affordable Housing Corporation of Lake County. They're wonderful. They know exactly what they're doing. That's what they do. So when we have situations like this, we need to push as many things as we can towards them, because this is what they do. This is their job. They do a really, really good job, in my opinion, of doing stuff like this. So maybe Alderman Newsom can shed some light on this, but I know it's her ward. So she probably has more information, but it's been a headache.
It has been over the years, and sure, there has been problems with parking. I initially thought and wanted to tear them all down and allow for parking in that area because there's not adequate parking. Sure, in the beginning, when they built those units, people probably only had one vehicle, but now people have maybe 2 or 3. And it's really not adequate parking, but if the affordable housing wants to take them, and they did put them back on the tax roll, it'll be up to them to make sure that there's adequate parking and that everyone in that area put some money into those parking lots, parking spots to make sure that everyone can have at least 1 or 2 parking spaces. Tried over the years to leave it up to the city, but it is not the city's property. That the owners really have to step up and redo those parking areas. So if the affordable housing takes over, then they can make sure that at least their section is done. And then maybe we can work with the other owners of those units over there to make sure they follow suit and get adequate parking, because it's really graveled. It's not striped or anything like that. So I think it's best to get it back on the tax rolls.
Yeah, again, we need to keep moving forward of getting the city out of residential ownership and us being a landlord. We're not any good at it. It's really, we should let other people that know what they're doing handle that. So does anybody have any other questions or comments about this?
Yes, sir, if I may.
Keith, I can't really hear you. Let me turn.
If I can, Greg, sorry.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So did anyone else have an opportunity to bid on these properties? Was it open to the public? Because there are any number of residential developers, real estate investors who would come in and might have an interest in those properties and perhaps bid at a higher rate of market rate. Was it even allowed or offered up for the general public to bid on, or was this something just was negotiated for and on behalf of the affordable housing folks?
Again, Larissa might be able to answer this slightly better than I can. The original program agreement with Lake County talked about disposition of the property and talked about it going to.
So this property was abandoned. We started this process back in late 2014 and 2015. Going into it, the whole purpose was to do revitalization. We had received NSP money from HUD to be able to do revitalization throughout the community, and we did. This was another project that we wanted to do. It was an abandoned property. We partnered with Lake County Community Development and saying, okay, this would be a property that could be done in the city of Waukegan. And so we're at this point where 2101 was donated, 2103 was purchased, and the other 2, like Douglas said. So no, it was open. It was always open. This was an abandoned property at any time. And this is why it took so long to get those other 2 properties, because it was open to the public and anyone was able to bid on it or try to get it or whatever. It wasn't closed.
So my understanding is the city of Waukegan and the county of Lake went into a partnership to buy these buildings specifically with the intention of handing them over to someone to refurbish them and market them for affordable housing.
So and so the agreement was for, at the time it was called, they were called, redevelopment. I can't think of their name, but they since joined and they're all a part of the affordable housing now. And so it was always for them to be able to take the property over, to be able to rehab them, and for them to see over the property.
I got it.
The property,
So-
you know.
Last thing, and this is not important, it's not going to weigh on my vote, but I'm just out of curiosity. What defines affordable housing? What is that market rate affordable housing? What does that mean? All housing is affordable. Somebody can afford it, right? So what is this? What does that mean?
Well, for us, based on low to moderate income, for example, a person that, well, for this year, if a person made over $51,000 a year, or beneath that, they would fall in the category to be able to qualify for the housing.
Great. Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate your information. Thank you, Chairman.
If no more questions, we'll call for the question. All right, well, let's have motion by Alderman Kirkwood, second by Alderman Seager.
Thank you, sir. Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Kirkwood,
Aye.
Alderman Seager,
Aye.
Chairman Moiseo.
Aye, thank you very much. Item D, motion to approve a resolution authorizing the lease of 24 parking spaces to the College of Lake County during the duration of construction. Motion by Alderman Kirkwood, second by Alderman Seager. Any questions on this? My screen doesn't look like there is any. Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Kirkwood,
Aye.
Alderman Seager,
Aye.
Chairman Moiseo.
Aye, thank you very much. That is it. No reports, communications. Adjournment, motion by Alderman Kirkwood, second by Alderman Seager. Roll call on that.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Kirkwood,
Aye.
Alderman Seager,
Aye.
Chairman Moiseo.
Aye, thank you. See you guys in 17 minutes.
Thank you, sir.